Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Rashid Kenny, and today I am delivering my sixth lecture on the topic points, lines, and plans. I am solving exercise 10B today. So, before solving exercise 10B, we have to look on the basics of this exercise. I have taught you in my previous lecture the angles formed by parallel lines and the transversal, so where we have studied the corresponding angles, alternate angles, interior angles, and all the definitions of angles we have studied in detail. If you have not studied that, so you can go to my previous lecture in the same playlist, and you can learn from there. So now, before starting the exercise 10B, I would like to a bit revision of those types of angles which are formed by the two parallel lines and the transversal AB. So let us discuss some basics about the angles formed by parallel lines and the transversal. So we have two parallel lines, as you can see, AB and CD. PQ is the transversal passing intersecting these two lines at different points. So this is the transversal PQ. So first of all, we will discuss the corresponding angles. By definition, corresponding angles are the angles that occupy the similar positions. So in this fig, this angle and this angle are two angles which are occupying the similar positions. So these two angles are called corresponding angles. So why I have wrote both of them as a degree, because in case of parallel lines, both the corresponding angles are always equal. So the next few examples of corresponding angles are this angle and this angle are also called the corresponding angles. So both these as a couple are called corresponding angles. In case of parallel lines, both are equal. And at the same time, you can see this angle and this angle, C degree and C degree. These are also the corresponding angles, and in case of parallel lines, these are always equal. So this angle and this angle, these two angles, I named it as D degree and D degree. They have also the similar position. So these two angles are called corresponding angles. So these are the corresponding angles. So now let us discuss the alternate angles. Here we have two parallel lines AB and CD. These are two parallel lines. This is the transversal passing intersecting these two lines. So let us name it as PQ. This is the transversal. So in this diagram, we are going to discuss the alternate angles. So this angle and this angle. The alternate angles are the angles which lies either the side of the transversal and inside the parallel lines are called the alternate angles. So these two angles A and A are called alternate angles, क्योंकि ये दोनों एंगल्स इन दो पैरेलल लाइंस के इनसाइड आ रहे हैं और इस ट्रांसवर्सल के आइदर साइड, यानी एक इस तरफ और दूसरा दूसरी तरफ आ रहा है, लिहाजा इन दोनों एंगल्स को अल्टरनेट एंगल्स कहते हैं. और इन केस ऑफ पैरेलल लाइंस, these two angles are always equal, so a degree is equals to a degree because these are alternate angles. So in case of parallel lines, alternate angles are always equal. So other few examples of alternate angles are alternate interior angles are this angle say B degree and this angle say B degree. These two angles are also called alternate interior angles, so they are also equal. B degree is equals to B degree. So next is the alternate exterior angle. So let us see this angle and this angle. Both are exterior angle because they exist outside these two parallel lines. So these are exterior angles, but these are alternate exterior angles. So let us name it as C degree. So in case of parallel lines, C degree is always equals to C degree. Alternate exterior angles are always equal. So this is again an example of exterior alternate exterior angle d degree and d degree. These two angles are also the alternate angles. The next thing we have to discuss is the interior angles. These are two parallel lines. These are two parallel lines, say AB and CD. These are two parallel lines. This is the transversal name as PQ. So this angle and this angle are called interior angles. These two, the interior angles lies on the same side of the transversal and inside the two parallel lines. So that's why they are called interior angles. So in case of parallel lines, the sum of interior angles is always equal. So I1 plus I2 is equals to 180 degree. So in case of parallel lines, the sum of interior angle is always equals to 180 degree. So these two angles I3 and I4 are also the interior angles. So these are parallel lines. So in case of parallel lines, the sum of interior angles I3, I4 will be equals to 180 degree. So that's it. So now let us solve exercise 10b. This is the question number 1. My topic is point, lines and plane. This is O-level mathematics. So the question number 1 of exercise 10b is this, which is written in front of you. It is saying that in the figure AB is parallel to CD. List down two pairs of equal corresponding angles, two pairs of equal alternate angles, and two pair of interior angles which are supplementary. So first we solve the part A of this question. So let us solve. So number 1, we have to find first two pairs of corresponding angles. So first two pairs of corresponding angles, we can consider any of them such that I can consider this angle and this angle. These two angles are occupying the similar positions. So these two angles can be considered as the corresponding angles. So first angle is A W Q. A W Q. And the second angle is C Y Q. C Y Q. This is one pair of corresponding angles, and the other pair of corresponding angle can be considered as this. This angle and this angle are also occupying the same positions. So this point is X. This is the point B. B X S. The first angle B X S is the first angle, and the other corresponding angle is D Z S. D Z S. These are two corresponding angles, and these are two pairs of corresponding angles. Now we will solve the part 2 of this question, where it is saying that two pairs of alternate angles. Alternate angles. So for alternate angles, the two pairs can be considered as this angle and this angle, and other two this angle and sorry, not this angle. These two angles are called alternate angles. So first pair is B, first pair is A X S, and the other pair is DZR. DZR. These two angles are the alternate angles, and another pair of alternate angles can be considered from here. This angle and this angle can be considered as alternate angles. So this angle is CYP. CYP, and the other alternate angle is BWQ. BWQ. These two are the pairs of alternate angles, And the third one is interior angles. Interior angles, we have to write two pairs of interior angles. So let us consider this angle and this angle can be considered as interior angle. So this angle is BWQ, BWQ, and the other interior angle is DYP, DYP. This is one pair of interior angles, and another pair of interior angles can be considered from here. This angle and this angle are two interior angles. So this angle is CZR, and other interior angle is AXS. These two are called interior angles. So in case of parallel lines, the sum of interior angle is always equals to 180 degrees. So BWQ plus DYP is equals to 180 degree. At the same time, CZR and CZR plus AXS is equals to 180 degree. The sum of any two interior angle is always equals to 180 degree. So this was the part A of this question. And in the next part, what he is saying, in the next part, he is saying that is BWQ is equals to AXR. He is asking that these two angles BWQ and AXR are equal. So let us see they are equal or not. So let us draw another pair of parallel lines and the transversal to explain it well. So this is the part B. These are two parallel lines. This is the transversal. Sorry. So these are two transversals. This is the line A, B, C, D, which are two parallel lines, and WP. This is the point W, this is the point P, and BXR, point X, this is the point R, this is the point Y, this is the point Q, and this is the point S and Z. This is the point Z. And he is asking about two angles BWQ and AXR. So what is BWQ? BWQ is this angle BWQ, and another angle is AXR. So this is the angle AXR. So these two angles he is asking, are they equal? So my answer is no. They are, or they are not equal because PQ and RS are not parallel. A, B, and CD are two parallel lines, but PQ and RS are two lines which are the transversal. They are not parallel to each other. So these two angles AXR, AWQ, and AXR, these two angles are not equals because they are not alternate angles. They are not alternate एंगल्स। ये ना तो अल्टरनेट एंगल्स हैं, ना कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स हैं, ना इंटीरियर एंगल्स हैं। अगर इंटीरियर एंगल्स भी होते तो ये इनका सम 180 के इक्वल होना था, तो ये इक्वल तो नहीं है। ना ये अल्टरनेट हैं, क्योंकि हमारे पास ये जो दो ट्रांसवर्सल्स हैं पी क्यू और आर एस, ये दोनों ट्रांसवर्सल्स जो हैं ये ट्रांसवर्सल्स हैं, दीज आर नॉट पैरेलल लाइंस, सो दीज टू एंगल्स आर नॉट इक्वल। So what is the last part of this question? Is the sum of dyp and czr is equals to 180 degree? Explain your answer. Dyp and czr. So this is the angle dyp. This is the angle dyp, and next angle is czr. czr. These are two angles, but they are not against the two parallel lines. They are against the transversal. They are uh, so CZR plus DYP is not equals to 180 degree because they are not adjacent angles. Because they are not adjacent angles. So let me explain this thing. If we have a straight line and we have a line like this which makes two angles which has a common point, that O, and a common arm, this one, then this angle and this angle are called adjacent angles, but these two angles are at two different points, so they are not adjacent, so their sum is not equals to 180 degree. So hence CZR and DYP is not equals to 180 degree. So this was the question number one. I hope you understand. Let us move toward the question number two. So this is the question number two, and let us see in the book. In question number two, he is saying that given that AB is parallel to CD, AB और CD parallel हैं, find the values of unknowns in each of the following figures. जब AB और CD parallel lines हैं, तो जो unknowns हैं, उनकी values हमने find करनी है. So let us solve this question. This is the part A of question number two, where we have to find the unknowns. That is, A degree is unknown, B degree is unknown, and C degree is unknown, D degree is unknown. We have to find the values of A, B, C, and D. So A degree is equals to 117 degree because these two angles are vertically opposite angles, and in vertically opposite angles are always equal. So because, let us write the reason also. Vertically opposite angles. These are vertically opposite angles, so A degree is equals to 117 degree. At the same time, B degree is also equals to 117 degree because the B degree angle and 117 degree angle are corresponding angles. So these are corresponding angles. So in case of parallel lines, corresponding angles are always equal. So these are corresponding angles, corresponding angles. And you can see the sum of B degree and C degree is equals to 180 degree because both these angles lies in a straight line. So B degree plus C degree is equals to 180 degree. Hence we have the value of C degree, which is equals to 180 degree minus B degree, which is equals to 180 degree minus 117 degree. If we subtract 180 minus from if we subtract 117 from 180, we will get 63. So The answer, the value of B is 63 degree. So this is the value of B degree. Now we have to find the value of D degree. So the value of D degree is equals to 78 degree because the both angles D degree and 78 degree are the corresponding angles. So D degree is equals to 78 degree. So let us solve the part B of question number 2. This is the part B of question number 2 where AB shown by this arrowhead is parallel to CD. These two lines are parallel and here is a triangle. This is the angle F degree and this is the angle E degree. These are two unknowns in this question, E degree and F degree. So if AB and CD are two parallel lines, then CB here is acting as a transversal. So if it is a transversal, the angle E degree will be equals to 31 degree because these two angles are called alternate angles. So E degree is equals to 31 degrees. Hence we find the value of E because these two angles are alternate angles. And the next is the angle F degree. You can see the angle F degree and this combined angle 31 plus 35 both are alternate angles. So angle F degree is equals to 35 degree plus 31 degree. This the sum of 35 plus 31 is equals to 66 degrees. Hence we also find the value of F degree. Now let us solve the part C of this question, question number 2. So here we have this angle is G degree where AB line and CD line are two parallel lines shown by these two arrowheads. These two are the parallel lines. So FD here act as a transversal because it passes intersecting these two lines. So now G degree, angle G degree and 83 degree are alternate angles. So G degree is equals to 83 degree because these are alternate angles. And at the same time, B degree, angle B degree and 69 degree are equal because these are corresponding angles. They are occupying the same positions, so they are corresponding angles. Hence, question number 2 is solved. So let us know. We also have the part D of this question. So let us solve the part D. Here AB is parallel to the line CD. We have two transversals connecting these two lines. First is AE and other is AC. These are two transversals. This is the angle I degree. This is the angle J degree. We have to find the value of J degree first. So angle 60 degree and angle J degree are alternate angles because they are either the side of the transversal and the parallel lines are AB and CD. So J degree is equals to 60 degree. And now we know that the sum of interior angles of a triangle is always equals to 1 degree. Hence I degree plus 75 degree plus J degree is equals to 180 degree. And the value of J degree is 60 degree. So I degree plus 75 degree plus 60 degree is equals to 180 degree. The sum of 75 and 60 is 135. So I degree plus 135 degree is equals to 180 degree. We subtract 135 from 180. So I degree is equals to 180 degree minus 135 degree. So 180 minus 135 is 45 degrees. So the value of I degree is 45 degrees. Hence we have find the value of J and value of I degree which are in front of you. So this was the question number 2. So this is it for today. We have solved first two questions of this exercise. I will solve the next questions in my upcoming videos. Till then, take care of yourself and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.